Hello everybody and welcome to the WOSCT Prudential IndyCar Series. We're here live at Twin Ring Motegi in Japan for the running of the Indy Japan Grand Prix. 3 races left this season and it's going to get even more intense. On the pole today we have Trevor Thompson. On the outside will be Hayden Klein. Starting 3rd is Eli Sachs and 4th is the 22 Samuel Ogo. 5th the 83 Mike Bob and 6th is the 41 Leah Walker. 7th is the 4 of Rod Houston. 8th is the 27 Jake Williams. 9th is the 28 Pete Chu, and rounding out the top 10, the 15 of Jacob Cook. And now without further ado, let's hear those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
And cars are rolling off the track. 20 laps here at the Twin Ring. We have not raced here since the Pokemon Cup Series Season 2. And Aaron Williams won that race in his championship campaign. Now Trevor Thompson from the same team looks to repeat his success. Here we go, pace car is out. We're here in Japan. Then we'll be heading to California after this race, and then the season finale, the Indy 500. So only 3 races left. Here we go. The green flag is out. We're underway at Twin Ring Motegi. Oh, they're 3 wide pack racing here. Eli Sachs the advantage. 3 wide per second is Rod Houston. Now Rod Houston has a boost up in front. Oh boy. And oh, there's a flip by Hayden Klein. Rod Houston leads to the stripe. I wonder if they're going to race it to the line or the caution's immediately out. And the pace car is out, so I guess the caution's immediately out. But wow, a great start to this race, and Hayden Klein flipped over. Let's see what happened. And here's what happened to Hayden Klein. Let's get a helicopter view. Who caused the wreck, if anybody caused it? There he is. There's Trevor. Oh, I think it's Trevor Thompson. It might have been Trevor Thompson, the pole setter. He flipped Hayden Klein and spun out. I think that's Sam Ogo. Yep, Samuel Ogo. He flipped out. And Tony Blazer, how about him making it through that easily? And Hayden Klein goes for a few barrel rolls. And he does land up right side up. But wow, what a flip. And here it is down to the start finish line. Here it is again from the TV2 camera. And it was Trevor Thompson causing the wreck. That's a 2-point penalty for him. Here it is from TV2 as Evan Gattuso got damage from it as well. And there's the flip from TV2 camera, and look at them going airborne at the track like this. Yikes. And on board with Hayden Klein. Yikes. What a wreck for Hayden Klein. Tough day for him. And a day gone horribly wrong for Trevor Thompson. He was the pole setter. Now he gets a 2-point penalty for the spin. Not where you want to be at this point. And here is Rod Houston, your leader. And they did not race it to the line. They took another lap. And we just got word Hayden Klein is a lap down. He's the only driver affected, and he has now retired from the wreck. So he has retired here today. Tanker drops to 36th, Blazer to 35th. They were trying to fix their damage they had in the spin by Hayden Klein. So yeah, and Rod Houston, your leader, And here they come out. Pace car is out. We'll have another green flag period coming on our way, hopefully. Hayden and Rod Houston's your leader. Green is out again at Motegi. Top two got a really good start with Rod Houston and Eli Sachs. Here we go. The eight of Eli Sachs battling for the lead. And Eli Sachs clears them. Here comes the final turn where the Hayden Klein spin happened. Oh, they're three wide. Ryan McLemore, Mike Bob, Rod Houston. They're all three wide. There's Eric Burden for the second spot as well. Jake Williams also competing. It's going to be a pretty close, and they're side by side. They're all bunched together. Wow. And here comes Eric Burden, the 25, looking for a move for the lead. And they're getting help from, and there's a slow car back there. That's Jacob Cook. I'm not sure what he was doing out there. And Rod Houston spins, and Eli Sachs as well. Caution is out again. Wow. As if this couldn't get a more stranger, Mike Baum passes Williams and will lead to the caution. And there's smoke on the final turn, so I wonder if there was another wreck back there. Oh boy, there might have been. And I think there was. A bigger one. Yikes. A really big one. We'll get to the big wreck late. We'll look at this wreck first because it's the biggest of them all. Here's what happened. Let's see. Alec Gattuso and Michael White, they get together. Gattuso flips out. Card Pollard at full speed hit that wall hard. And I think that was Seth Cole who spun him out. Might have been Seth. And I think it was Seth Cole, and that's a 2-point penalty for Seth Cole on that spin. Pollard flips over, and so does Gattuso. Michael White. Oh, and teammate Lombard gets into the 10. And Bill Flickinger. Yep, Bill Flickinger gets hit as well. Ben Cannon, Sky Commons. They're all held up below. Trevor Thompson gets stuck. Yikes. Oh, wow. Bill Flickinger upside down in his head. Upside down his head. Upside down, rear up. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's got to be some... Look at that. Thankfully, we have that little wing on top of them so that the head doesn't hit the pavement. So thank goodness. They were ready for wrecks like this. Oh, but let's get to Rod Houston, the top 5. Rod Houston was the leader during the first caution, and then disaster struck a few laps later. Trying to get a pass on Mike Bob. Oh, Ryan McLemore gets into... McLemore tried to get into Eli Sachs. Boom, and then they both spun out, and McLemore made it through that innocently. Houston and Sachs, though, were dumped. Tough break for them, and look, Eli Sachs was the leader the last lap before the caution, and then this happened. Yikes, what a tough day. A tough up and down ride for Eli Sachs, just net to say the least. And now we're back here at Motegi. Drivers retired were Alec Gattuso, Card Pollard, Joseph Lombard, Bill Flickinger, and Michael White. Jacob Cook is left a lap down, but since we're going to have less than 10 laps to go, we'll probably be on the bottom line or something. I think we may have 8 laps to go when we hit the stripe here at Twin Ring. Let's see. And we will have 8 laps to go here. Mike Bob, your leader. The green is out again here at Motegi. And top two got another good start. Here comes Jake Williams for the lead. Jake Williams passes Mike Bob for the lead. P2 coming up to third. He's actually had a win here at the Season 1 race of the Pokemon Cup Series at Twin Ring. Looking to repeat his success, and here comes Pichu down to the stripe. But Williams, or Pichu, and I think it is Pichu that led that stripe. Wow. Didn't see that coming. And now Ryan Mack, oh, a little bump in 3 wide for third. They better not wreck like Eli Sachs and Ron Houston were. They better be careful at this. They better be careful. Uh-oh, 6 to go. I see smoke, and the caution is out again. The caution is out again with 6 to go. And I think Chris Grant was involved. We might only have 1 or 2 more laps left if there is a caution. And I think I know where the caution... Yep, the caution was here. Same turn. And here they are. Chris Grant and gets clipped by Chris Dollarton. And then Grant just doesn't do a good job escaping. There was another loose spin. It involved Zach Flickinger. Yep, Flickinger. And Flickinger gets clipped by Sinadino. Is it a spin? I don't know if it is a spin. Yeah, it did cause the caution. That was the exact reason it caused the caution. He did help him back up, so I guess that's not a penalty. Yeah, that isn't a penalty at all, but I don't know about Chris Grant. Yeah, Chris Grant's not a penalty. It just was at the wrong time of the wall. Tough break for him. Pichu's your leader again. He's looking to get his 2nd win this season. He might be the first driver. No, Card Pollard had 2 wins this season, so he might be just the 2nd driver to go back-to-back. And no pit stops for the leaders, and I'm surprised that didn't happen. So, oh well. Oh, Pichu decided to pit. Pichu has chosen to pit. I think he had a problem with his car or something like that. He chooses to pit, and he gives up the lead with less than 2 to go. And yeah, well, I don't understand why Pichu pitted, but it's only fair. Anyway, it's only fair. Green is out again with 2 to go, and Ryan McLemore, your new leader. And there are pit stops after all. Just Pichu had to go for pits. He had some kind of a problem in the problem. So, well, that ends his winning chances. But Ryan McLemore is still very strong. But Mike Bob is approaching very quickly towards the white flag. 3 to go. 1 more to go. White flag is out. They're racing hard to the line. Mike Bob won that battle, but we're still green. We are still green. And Jake Williams, and the caution is out. Caution is out. And that was the race to the victory, to the win. Mike Bob, what a race there. 3 wide battle for the lead. Mike Bob takes it. I think, unless if he chooses to pit, we'll get to the caution later. But first, let's see him cross the start-finish line if he does. And he is not pitting, and off the final turn, Mike Bob wins the Indy Japan Grand Prix. And he slows down to celebrate. There he is taking the checkered flag. So congratulations, Mike Bob, on a victory. The first time a Bob has won an TA2 race. Wow. What happened to that caution, by the way? Before we get to the top 10 finishing results, we'll have to see what happened exactly. Ooh, there was a big one. And I think it all started with Alex Ragow. Let's see. Oh, he slowed down and he got to the turn a little slow, and he slows up on Pollard and spins him out. Ooh, and then one driver got hit. I think it was either Ogo, and Tony Blazer gets clipped by Pollard, loses a tire, flips over, and then on top of that, Eli Sachs gets into Livingston. Trevor Thompson is hit. Ben Cannon, Alex Ragow were involved. Thankfully, the caution came out just in time for Mike Bob. And Bob with the 3 wide. He knew he was going to face a 3 wide situation when the white flag came out, and he had to have been he was very lucky that caution came out at the right time, because Jake Williams would have had the advantage in the final lap, or it would have been a battle with Rob Bob. I guess the other one was Samuel Ogo. And here they are. Here's the race to the finish. The white flag and caution flag came out at the same time. And there you see Mike Bob crossing the stripe. Very, very close margin to win. Wow. That was an amazing finish there. Although it was not expected, though. But hey, at least the Bobs finished in the top 5. An impressive run for them. Nice. Nice job for them. So Mike Bob has won this race here in Montague, and Ryan McLemore got second. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute! They're saying Jake Ragow won. I don't know how Jake Ragow won. The caution came out, and Mike Bob took the checkered flag, and he led down under the caution. I don't know why they're saying Jake Ragow won. We gotta look at this again. They're saying Jake Ragow has won the race. He just crossed the stripe in first place. And Mike Bob got second, and I have no clue what's going on here. They're saying Jake Ragow won, but he is nowhere near the victory win. He is nowhere near the winner's circle. He would have been in 5th. And yeah, he joined the crew pitting. And I do not understand why the 83 Mike Bob did not get credit for a win. Okay, I have no idea why, but where do they say Mike Bob finished? In 21st. They didn't say he was a lap down on the scoreboard. The scoreboard before on the top of the screen said that Mike Bob won the race. He was the leader to the stripe, and I am not 100% sure what's going on. It's a wacky result. I have never dealt with anything like this. Well, I've dealt with some things at Bristol, but then their finishing results were the correct call. And yeah, Mike Bob should have won this race. He should have been credited for the win. There you see the scoreboard on top. Wait a minute. No, look, he was right on the stripe at 3rd, and then when the white flag came out, the white flag came out, and Mike Bob was the leader, so I'm not sure how he was not credited as a winner and how Jake Ragow got a win. We'll ignore the scoreboard and we'll show you the real results. Here's how everybody finished. Mike Bob won this race. 2nd was Jake Williams. 3rd was Ryan McLemore. 4th was Rob Bob. 5th was Jake Ragow. 6th Derek Burton. 7th was Avi Sachs. 8th John Sinadino. 9th was Zach Flickinger. And 10th, oh, there the wreck below was behind him. And Austin Ogo got credited for 10th. Somehow. It looked like he was not in 10th. It looked like Zach Lombard would have been in 10th, or I don't know. I think it was a lap. No, he was not a lap down before. That can't be right. No, he's in 10th. He will finish in 10th. So the results are going to be based on what the scoreboard says. Mike Bob wins, followed by Jake Williams, Ryan McLemore, Rob Bob, Jake Ragow. He's 5th, not 1st. Burt Burton 6th, Avi Sachs 7th, John Sinadino 8th, Zach Flickinger 9th, and Zach Lombard in 10th. And Sky Commons, by virtue, is 11th. Unfortunately, he was the odd man out. So, the results of the official standings somehow are not correct here. This is the correct standings on the top right. Stop at the lap 20, because the caution came out when they hit this. Wait. I'm curious. Did the caution come out? They waved the white flag, but did the caution lights come out when they took the white flag? But even if the caution lights did come out the moment they hit the stripe, they still would have won it. Okay, caution lights still... Oh yeah, okay. The caution lights came out, Mike Bob did not cross the stripe, so they should have... So this should have been the final lap. Yeah, this should have definitely been the final lap. Caution lights came out before Mike Bob even reached the stripe. So, yeah, and I'm not sure what they're getting. This is the screwed up one. Ignore the left standings because they're incorrect. Seriously. Wow, and if the standings were actually real, Combs would have been moved to 8th, Ogo would have been 9th, Houston would have been 10th, Ryan Lee would have been 11th. They're saying Mike Bob, Jake Williams, Rob Bob, and Xavier Livingston were a lap down. I don't know why. I'm not sure why, because I don't see them doing any. I didn't see them doing anything wrong. They were just racing to the stripe, and yeah, they legitimate race. I didn't see anything wrong with them all day, so don't know why the top 4 were like a lap down or something, but I'm not going to count that. I'm going to count what's in the top right of your screen. So congrats to Mike Bob on the win, and I apologize for any mix-ups that happened. This is the real standings on the top right, not the one that they gave us on the left, the official standings when I get out of this replay. This is the real standings on the top right. Mike Bob wins, Jake Williams is 2nd, Ryan McLemore is 3rd, Rob Bob is 4th, Jake Ragow is 5th, Bert Burns 6th, Avi Sack 7th, John Sandidino 8th, Zach Flickinger 9th, and Zach Lombard in 10th. They just don't say he's 10th because they just were just trying to update the scoreboard. But he did finish in 10th legitimately. Yeah. Yep, he says it's 10th. 10th legitimately. So it is a legitimate result. Anyway, so, well, let's see if I get out of the screen. They're going to say is Mike Bob is the winner. Let's see. No, it was Jake Ragow. So they didn't fix it at the very end. I thought they would fix it like they did in the other dirt track, Bristol. Remember that? The standings were confusing. But, okay, so I apologize for any confusion. I did not see anything wrong with the top 4, so they are going to be credited with where they finished. Mike Bob is the winner. I apologize for any confusion. Next race will be at California Speedway, Auto Club Speedway, or you might call it, in Fontana. So, next to last race before the Indy 500, our season finale. But first we head to California for some wild, wacky racing. These guys got to make their final moves before to the Indy 500. Who will be the winner? So, 2 races left here, next at California. So I'll see you guys later. Updated point standings based on the finish in Montague will be up after this. So, hope you enjoy, and point standings coming up. We'll see you later.